son is a freedom rider.
Turn the bus! Everybody out!
I never understood what you all really went through. You've changed my heart.
Honored to be here with you, man. In this movie, you play a civil rights, sort of a leader of the civil rights group. Guys fight with love. I just want to know personally, do you think you would have been able to withstand all that stuff that they went through? Because they got spat on, they got kicked.
Yeah, I think that the only way to, all of it is hypothetical, right? But the only way to imagine enduring physical and kind of spiritual, emotional abuse like that is, the only way to measure that is for what? Right, and with what in mind, with what end goal in mind, and what I really learned in the process of researching the project and spending time with Reverend Lawson, who I play in the film, was that it was really about a long-term strategy, a long-term vision to essentially outsmart the system in place by putting yourself in harm's way in a noble, respectable, dignified way that any observer can tell that you don't deserve the treatment that you're taking, and it will over time resonate not only in North Carolina, Alabama, or wherever you are, but it'll get media coverage in the country, around the North, and overseas, so people who actually have power and influence and say so can see it, and there's no question that something needs to be done about it, and that's how you actually affect change.
Yeah.
So with the long-term vision in mind, I would like to hope that I could contribute to something like that. But as just an exercise alone, it's very easy to just say, you know what, enough, and just be out.
Yeah. Well, now you see a lot of people fighting in different ways. There's marches, there's online petitions and online demonstrations, like when everyone blacked out their thing for Trayvon. And in this movie, Emmett Till's a big storyline as well. And Trayvon is like the same thing today. How do you think the Trayvon Martin case will help motivate youth the way it helped motivate David's character in the movie?
I think that, I worry that the Trayvon, I hope the Trayvon case will not go the way of other seasonal kind of short-term catalysts. I think that it needs to be contextualized, which is what the film does, by giving us a kind of a sense of the foundation of similar struggles. But Trayvon is one of several, right? There was Bo Morrison, there was Jamonta Miles, there's Jordan Davis, there's Oscar Grant. There's a lot of young black men getting gunned down because people felt that they were threatened. Unarmed boys who were supposedly threats because being a black man in this country is sometimes an act of aggression in itself. So I think that if we can maintain that kind of vigilance and energy around the upcoming case for Jordan Davis and value all life, right? In this case, we're talking about black men, but valuing life in general consistently. Now that's what these movies are about, being consistent and diligent, not just once, not just for one sit-in, not just one deli, but maintaining. And that requires a real foundation and real training and a real understanding of what the long-term goal is. Because without a goal, you're just kind of going with the wind.
Doing stuff.
And like they're doing what everybody else is doing. So I think that's the danger and the excitement around it.
Actually, I'm glad I skipped that question before, because you said on Instagram, I'm just quoting a little bit, you said, few things that start with the word Hollywood are worth their salt. Do you get frustrated with Hollywood sometimes when they don't push movies like this or make movies like this, or just
Sure, I get frustrated with Hollywood. I think it's important to think critically, right? And I think that we can certainly be pumping out and supporting and taking chances on more original material. I think we can start evolving roles for brown folks, right? And kind of break through this level of like singular blackness, this kind of demonstrative spectacle of blackness. And I think we can start, it's not the 80s anymore. I think and I think we're getting there. Yeah. And I think that also it's allowing, what we're seeing now is the dopest films that are coming out are independent. So we're gonna work around the system. And there's absolutely room for growth. And that's the reason that's how you affect change, is pointing out there's room for growth and figuring out a solution.
The film would have had lots of other things that would have been darker, dirtier,
Send it
grittier,
over the top.
But he was able to still tell the story.
Anything to get her to come into the world.
You waited until she was in Hawaii and was like, she's relaxed now, let me get her.
Yeah, I know.
I listened to the interview.
Oh yeah, I said it, yeah.